Yeah. So, first video of this channel. We'll see how it goes. All right. So here it is. Basically, the purpose of this channel is to give a realistic point of view as far as what to expect when it comes to weight loss and everything else. A lot of times, if you're overweight, like me, you're gonna go to somebody's channel on YouTube to look for, inspiration, or you're gonna do what I do. And if you're in the weightlifting, into the weightlifting scene, you're gonna look up all these names, Hodge twins, or Yo Elliott, or whatever, Strength Camp, CT Fletcher, and he's gonna tell you, get your ass to the gym and work hard. Well, all of that is good and well, and you're right. And then some of you are gonna look up stuff that has to do with diets and dieting and losing weight that way. And so you're going to go to these guys that are really fit to, because they're the authority, right? But here's the deal. In my opinion, you really need to hear it from someone who's, overweight to begin with, just like you. And you see how I do it and how my metabolism works, which is a lot slower. You go to these guys on their channel and, you're looking at someone who's really, really fit. The problem with that is that they've never really been in your shoes. They can talk about, gaining weight and, how they, we gained some weight. So, okay, maybe you went from, 175 to 200, 210. All right, yeah, buddy, you packed on some pounds, but you're not living in the 300s, baby. Once you hit that milestone, if you want to call it that, you're in trouble. And people look at you different, and they look at you, society look at you funny, and you got image issues and all that comes with it, and you're lost and you don't know what to do. So, to be honest, I kind of relate it to being able to take advice from someone who's been to the valley and is headed to the top of the mountain, hopefully with you, and can show you the way. But if you've never been to the valley, and these guys with their fitness channels and all that, great, you're into strength and conditioning, and and I respect all of that, because it takes a lot of hard work to get there. I don't want to take anything away from those guys. And some of them do know what they're talking about, but wouldn't you rather hear it from someone who's actually walked in your shoes, Yeah, so that's it. I'm going to try a few things on this channel. Right now, what we're exploring is intermittent fasting and fasting in general. I've done quite a bit of research on the topic, and I'd like to give you a success story. I'd like to tell you what works for me, and how that might work for you, because I gain weight super easily. I look at carbs the wrong way, and they end up, on my body. As you see me right now, I'm not going to show you the whole body because I'm not wearing pants. I'm just going to be honest with you. Basically speaking, as I am right now, I'm 308 on the scale, and I need to get a lot lower. So we're gonna do a few things. Right now, we're going to explore diet. We're not going to enter the realm of exercise until later on in this channel, if I get views or if it's something that people want to see. But I will tell you this, that we're coming from the same place. And hopefully, if that resonates with you guys, we'll keep this channel up and go for there. I'm not trying to be a super duper YouTube personality or anything like that, but at the same time, I would like to know that somebody's watching and somebody would appreciate the video, and that hopefully that it helps somebody, and hopefully I have a success story to share with you. If I don't, and what I'm doing doesn't make sense, we're going to discuss that too. So currently, let's get into the current protocol at the moment. I've been doing this for 2 days now, and really what we're doing is we're doing intermittent fasting with a 4-hour feed window. So I'll wake up at around 7:50 or between 7:30 and 8 o'clock, and I'll be up and out of bed, but I won't actually eat my first meal until 6 p.m., around 6 p.m., because I like to eat with I have a family, and I like to eat with them. Meal times are one of those great things that, I used to plan my life meal to meal. And, when you'd ask me about my day, I'd talk about it. And, I went here and I ate this. I'm like, and that's the way I would describe things. That can't be the case anymore. We just I had a baby recently, and I need some time for change. But I think I have a few answers that we can explore together. So I created this channel to sort of kind of document the process, the ups and downs, and see what happens. So there it is. So 4-hour feed window between 6 and 10. Usually hit the sack around noon, around 12, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So during that 4-hour feed window, at the moment, I'm feeding myself whatever the hell I want during that 4 hours. So I'll fill myself until I'm full. Like today, I had 10 chicken wings and a small ice cream package, and like ice cream sandwich, very probably about 300 calories in that. And half of a kid's order of cheese quesadilla. So all in all, I'm not exactly 100% sure what kind of calories were in that, but the content was kind of crap. Let's just be honest. So in this channel, what we're gonna do eventually, I had to do this just to sort of kind of get adapted to a smaller feed window. So 20 hours of fasting with a 4-hour feed window. But we're going to tighten the controls a little bit. I've been doing this for 2 days. I've seen about 4 pounds of weight loss. Most of that is water. So I'm having to up my my water intake quite a bit. I live in Florida, and it's the middle of the summer, so it gets pretty hot here too. So that's kind of an issue. The next thing we're gonna start doing probably starting tomorrow, is I'm gonna start using a ketogenic diet, which, for those of you that don't know, a ketogenic diet is based on higher fat and protein with low carbohydrate intake. And we're going to use that in tandem with intermittent fasting. From what I've read is that once the body gets conditioned into a ketogenic diet, meaning that you utilize ketones to help mobilize stored fat in the body, and that you burn fat with the ketones, transitioning to fasting when you're coming from a ketogenic diet is much easier. So a lot of the carb cravings and the hunger pangs and whatever, how you transition into fasting and how you transition into a diet so you don't feel deprived and depleted is really important. So there is a modicum of conditioning that needs to happen before you do that. So that's pretty much it. We're going to see how it goes. As I mentioned, current weight is 308. We'll be doing these daily uploads, partially to keep myself honest, to document the process, and hopefully one of you out there in the interwebs will find it helpful. All right, that's it. Signing off.